about Scott? Is it Loeffler? Loeffler? You know him well. Does that help you? What?
Scott Loeffler is his name. He coached for us for 2 years, and fine coach, very knowledgeable, and
Michigan.
I watched their. Yeah, he is. But he's a great guy, a great coach, and he wasn't the coordinator. He's just our quarterback coach, but he's a fine coach. And how does that help us? I don't.
Yeah.
I've not spent a lot of time watching their offense. I got enough issues on the other side.
Given how kind of quirky Navy was with their offense and even some of the defense, does it almost feel like the first game?
Yeah, that's our defense coaches are actually saying is it's hard enough to play Navy, and then all of a sudden the week after you wish you had an easier team than this. And because we're reteaching the pass defense that really is new from spring ball, and a bunch of new players. So, but that's the way it is. And we've had pretty good days, but we're going to need tomorrow.
You know how good Vatech's been, and then they've lost 11 games the last couple of years. It sounds like what they're saying down in Blacksburg, they're really pointing towards this as something that could get them back in national prominence. Does that have any bearing at all on you? Or
I think you
the
guys
fact
know
that
the
they're
answer.
taking it seriously?
I think you guys know the answer. They're a very good team that's extremely talented. They're historically one of the top 10 teams in America, so that's how we're getting ready.
If you could give your
go ahead. O-line is much better. They settled down in the second half, so they're no longer rookies, they're veteran players.
If you could give those guys one word of advice going into this game, and Bud Foster's your offensive lineman going into this game. Bud Foster's pretty good about drawing up blitzes, etc. What would that advice be?
Oh, I don't know if we're into that. We're into just watch the video and block, and that's another game against a very good team. So there's no code word or anything. We're trying to get them all fired up. They see the videotape. They see some NFL players on that defensive line, and a very good coach that does draw up some pretty good blitzes.
You guys go back to 2006 when you got Percy out of Virginia. How important is it to recruit Virginia well for quarterback success with their talent there?
Oh, Virginia's got great talent. And, we got Jalen Holmes out of Virginia, and John Wilson over the years. We've had some very good players. Percy so I don't know what that. Nowadays, it's such a national recruiting scheme. I'm not sure what that means as far as we're playing Virginia Tech. That hasn't really come up in the conversation. So, but it's a great area.
But as far as your plan, though, you have two guys then that it's full-time Virginia. Is that like a big part of your recruiting plan every year?
It always has. Yeah, Virginia is just to respect we have for the ball players come out of that area.
Have you and Beamer collaborated over the years? Would you call yourself friends, allies?
Very good friends. Just from the Nike trips that we've gone on for years, and Cheryl and my wife are very good friends. So,
never sat with him.
Yeah, I talked football with him and special teams. I told that story back in 1998 or something like that. It was the first time that I really became engrossed with the kicking game, and that was because of Coach Meyer.
What does he do to be so well known special teams wise? Is it just the emphasis he puts on it?
Oh, he's kind of aggressive. In the old days, punt return was you went and hold up and hope for a fair catch, get the ball back. And he was the guy that would just started storming the castle, watching the punts, and just real aggressive. You remember back in the day, people not that long ago recently, where they would win games because of that.
Urban, just talking about special teams, how do you feel about your special teams right now with the guys you have out there on coverage and everything?
Good. This is a good unit. I mean, we have more depth than we had last year. Last year we had one guy on all four phases. This is remains to be seen, but they played very well Saturday. We just got to knock one out. So a return, but the coverage units were really good.
Urban, you guys have Von Bell listed Saturday night. These are the games you live for.
Well, it's a big recruiting game. It's a big national audience. It's Ohio State night. Buckeye football night games, Buckeye style, and it's going to be that stadium's awesome. We've had some great games in the last 2 years.
Speaking of that, you're kind of putting the finishing touches still right now on the tunnel and all that stuff to get out. Do you want your players to see that before Saturday? Do you want it to be hit them all at once?
I want them to play really hard. And I think I do. I think I don't want to dismiss what 18, 19-year-olds like to be part of, even 50-year-olds like to be part of. But that hasn't been a big topic of conversation this week yet.
Urban, you guys have got Von Bell listed now at that one of the starting safety spots. What just stood out about his game Saturday, and why
it's an either or. Both of them played about 35 plays Saturday. Cam played pretty well. I think Vaughn played a little better. You have to ask Coach Ash, but I think that Vaughn played sooner than both starters.
Were you happy?
Thank you, Urban. Will LeBron be in town?
What's that?
Will LeBron be in town?
Thanks for the Urban effort.
I think there's going to